Oh.
Is everyone all right? Are you hurt? Quick thinking. Well done, Zellner.
I think the tunnel collapsed.
Then he's trapped. Hurry, we have to lock the second exit.
Sir, there's a fire up ahead. The engine's burning.
It's a distraction. Hurry, block the exit.
But sir...
The fire will consume all the oxygen.
He's right, Inspector. A fire in a narrow tunnel is extremely dangerous.
Merde. Go to the front of the train, find the engineer, and tell him to move the train out of the tunnel.
Yes, sir.
Are you ready?
Joder, no sé, una mierda.
You have to uncouple the freight car. You understand?
I understand.
I'll see to the passengers. They should all wait in the tunnel. We'll check each one in turn as they go out.
Let's get to it.
Vale, aquí hay algo. Es que no sé ni dónde está mi personaje.
My God, what a fire. I hope Constable Oliver can at least reach the engine. A lot was damaged by the sudden stop, but the bowl was thick enough to survive the fall.
Vale, es un bol de caramelos. Se supone que casi todo se ha roto, pero esto es tan duro que sigue intacto, vamos.
The last of the candy has vanished. Measured against the exploding freight car, I think the railway will overlook the loss. The last of the... The other passengers escaped from the train. I can see their silhouettes in the light of the fire. If I don't hurry up and uncouple the freight car, they'll suffocate.
Dice que el resto de otros pasajeros que está viendo cómo escapan. Vale, esto igual puedo combinarlo con algo.
Pills for my heart.
Oh, pardon me. I did not mean to scare you.
What are you doing here, Doctor?
Legrand asked me to check whether there are any passengers left on the train.
Really? No one is here, except for me and you.
Excellent. Then I will continue searching at the front.
Le preguntando qué hace aquí, ha dicho que Legrand le ha dicho que... Legrand le ha dicho... O Legar, creo que se llama Legar. Que el inspector, vamos, que mirase aquí a ver si había otros pasajeros. Este ha dicho que solo están él y ellos dos. He dicho, bueno, pues entonces seguiré mirando delante.
Did anyone act suspiciously before the explosion? Did anyone leave their seat, for example?
I was the only one on the train who wasn't seated when the freight car exploded. Thank God. Otherwise, I would have been caught by the blast as well.
You certainly were lucky.
Perhaps I was. What happened over there? The inspector said something about gas canisters that exploded.
Vale, me ha preguntado que si ha visto algo sospechoso, alguien que se levantase o lo que sea. Ha dicho que que el único que estaba de pie cuando ha explotado eso ha sido él, pero vamos, que ha sido una suerte porque si no la explosión le hubiese... Vamos, que ha sido una suerte. Y el otro ha dicho sí ha sido una suerte en plan como sospechando, pero vamos, no sé si este tendrá algo que ver. Y él le ha preguntado qué es lo que ha pasado ahí, que el inspector le ha dicho que había explotado una bombona de gas o algo así. Y él le puede decir que ha sido una bomba o que ha sido un esto de... una bombona de gas de estas. Le voy a decir que es una bomba, porque...
He didn't want to scare you. The truth is, it was a bomb meant to kill him and the Bobby.
My God. An attack? But who would...
The investigations are ongoing, but first we have to get the burning train out of the tunnel.
Oh, of course.
Le he dicho la verdad por si acaso le miento y el tío detecta que es una mentira y no confía en mí. No creo que este sea culpable. Pero bueno, quién sabe.
How are the passengers?
They are in a state of shock, of course.
Aunque
The
tampoco hace
blackout
aquí. Sí
and
que
the
hace aquí.
sudden stop were frightening enough, but then the explosion, the dust, everyone rushed for the exits. I was helping the American woman bring Lady Westmacott to safety. They are waiting outside in the tunnel. One entrance is blocked by a fire, and the other one seems to have collapsed.
Continue to search the train. I'll decouple the buried freight car.
All right.
Vale, le ha preguntado que...
Doctor, can you give me a few matches?
Oh, certainly.
Thanks. I'll meet you outside.
Do hurry.
Sí que duran las cerillas esas. Le he preguntado esos por los pasajeros y ha dicho que han seguido corriendo a las salidas y eso, pero que el túnel está por un lado colapsado y por el otro hay fuego. O sea que en teoría no pueden salir.
The chair either fell over thanks to the sudden stop, or an escaping passenger knocked it over. Wanting to get off the train as quickly as possible after a sudden stop and a massive tremor, that's understandable. It's not bothering me, I'll leave it there. The chair either... Warning...
Vale, una silla volcada. Quiero ver... Ah, vale, esto. Into the nunca.
The tunnel may very well have collapsed. It's difficult to see much because of the darkness and dust, but something certainly crushed the rear of the freight car. It's possible that the other freight cars are intact and it only caught the one in which the dynamite exploded. But I'll have to uncouple it if the train's to be able to leave the tunnel. The inspector's trap failed. The thief must have got wind of it. Worse than that, he turned the tables. To win a game of cat and mouse, you have to know who is the cat and who is the mouse.
Vale. Sí, eso, que el ladrón aparte de escapar que ha vuelto las tuercas.
The wheels came off the track during the explosion. Even if it were possible to pull the car out of the rubble, you wouldn't get far with it. It's still quite warm and too warped to open.
Vale, ¿esto qué es?
I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what I'm doing.
Vale. Está desenganchando el vagón. Y ha dicho que podría hacerlo si tuviese suficiente luz, imagino eso.
There's a noticeable draft here. Maybe it's because of the fire, or perhaps there's still a hole through which the air is coming. The latter will be quite welcome. It will buy us some more time. I can feel cold metal and a screw thread, and a lot of grease. But I can't do more without light. I can feel cold metal, but I can't... I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only... I can feel... but I can't...
Estoy intentando encender, combinar eso, las cerillas con...
I bought it last... It was
Es que no me deja combinar
pills.
más.
I'm supposed...
Bueno, ha dicho que como que hay aire o algo así. Y por eso no... La primera vez cuando he intentado encenderlas o usarlas. Que hay como un escape de aire o algo así. Y es que no me deja eso, seleccionarlas para usar. Necesito luz para desenganchar el vagón, así que nada. No puedo hacer nada más ahí. Yo no sé por qué no me deja eso. Seleccionar los objetos ahora.
It'd be blown out right away. I'd better save the matches.
Vale, ha dicho que
It'd
explotaría.
be blown out right away. I'd better save the matches.
Ah, vale, porque se agotaría rápido la cerilla y que tengo que guardarlas. Vamos.
I bought it last week, second hand. I liked it. Was $7.
Vale.
The coupling mechanism is down there, but I can hardly see a thing. I need some...
Así que necesitas un poco de luz.
Hello? Nothing. I think the noise could have come from the roof of the saloon car. I think the noise could... Can't see anything up there. Too much dust and smoke in the air.
Que no puede ver nada ahí arriba. Vale, pues eso.
The coupling mechanism is...
Se supone que tengo que eso, desenganchar el vagón, pero aquí no sé por qué no uso las cerillas.
I bought it last week. It... Pills. For my... I'm supposed...
Que eso no me deja ni combinar
I'm
nada.
supposed... I can feel... But I can't...
Vale, pues no sé, igual necesito una linterna o algo así. Voy a volver al vagón por aquí, no puedo hacer nada más. Es que no, ni se mueve, o sea, me la mierda. Si está moviendo el muñeco, yo no lo estoy viendo. Vamos. Vale, por fin.
The last of the candy has vanished. Leisurely. I don't see Legrand or the constable, but I can make out the silhouettes of some of the passengers. They seem to be unscathed. All the same, the fire is getting bigger, and I don't have much time.
Vale, que puede ver las siluetas de algunos pasajeros y que...
The fire is sucking the oxygen out of the tunnel and filling it with poisonous carbon monoxide. Here in the Alps there have been dozens of catastrophes in tunnels that ended with death by asphyxiation. But not on my watch.
Eso, que el fuego está creciendo y que está agotando el oxígeno y llenando el aire de monóxido de carbono. Así que... aquí tengo algo para coger. Vale, que se supone que cogí un trozo de tela. Tendré que hacer una antorcha igual.
A fine but rather heavy curtain. The surface shimmers and feels smooth. Probably doesn't burn easily, like the tablecloths. Safety regulations require it, which, given the present situation, is actually a good thing.
Creo que eso, que tendré que hacer una antorcha para... Igual la cerilla, el aire lo que hacía es apagar la cerilla. Entonces con un foco de luz más... Aquí tengo algo. No, joder, esto no.
It's not bothering me, I'll leave it there.
Examina el extintor.
I noticed the extinguisher earlier. Doesn't match the decor. I suppose that the railway company had to comply with safety regulations at the cost of aesthetics. The chair either fell over thanks to the sudden stop, or an escaping passenger knocked it over. It'd be useless against the fire out there, and it's too cumbersome to carry around. At best, I can use it here.
Vale. Puedo usar el extintor. Voy a intentar combinarlo con esto, por ejemplo. Bueno, voy a seguir explorando. Y voy a encender una cerilla, por cierto, que aquí no se
I
ve
noticed the extinguisher. I should concentrate on uncoupling the freight car. I'm positive that Legrand has everything else under control.
Vale, que no puedo abandonar esto todavía. Voy a intentar combinarle la tela con la silla esa. Igual le arranco una pata y lo usa de... Joder.
It's not bothering me, I'll leave it. Some matches, and half of the book to get the flame going. Even if I could set the fabric alight, how would I carry the fire?
Ah, vale, voy a usar el bol ese de caramelos.
The last of the candy has... The last... The last... Pills for my heart. I'm supposed to... Even if I could set the fabric alight... The last of...
No me deja combinarlo con nada.
I bought it last week, second hand. I liked it because it seems to... It was...
Joder. Bueno, pues voy a mirar afuera de nuevo, pero es que no se ve nada. Fuera no podía hacer mucho más, vamos.
There's a pretty intense draft here. The fire is sucking up the oxygen.
Vale, eso que se queda sin oxígeno
The coupling mechanism...
el fuego. Es que aquí no puedo hacer nada más, no... Nada. Tiene que ser dentro.
The last of the candy has vanished. The chair either fell over thanks to the sudden stop, or an escaping passenger warning... I noticed the extinguisher earlier. Doesn't match the date. I suppose that the railway company had to comply...
Bueno, voy a intentar...
It'd be useless again. At best, I can use...
Voy a intentar... Ah, vale, que puedo usarlo. Joder.
Must be good for some...
Igual puedo usarlo aquí dentro de la... Vale, con la silla. Para romper la imagen.
All right, let's go.
Vale, pues ya puedo... No sé qué me aparece ahí. Ah, vale, son los caramelos lo que estoy cogiendo. Vale. Y hecho la antorcha, pues lo único que me queda es combinarla con el fuego.
This is the first torch I ever made. It's not too bad if I do say so myself.
Ya solo me queda eso, combinarla con el fuego y ya está.
Ah, it's smoking and the curtain's turning black, but it's not actually catching fire. I don't know what kind of material this is made of. Something that's not easy to set alight at any rate. I'll have to try something else.
Según parece, el material este de lona no arde. Así que tengo que encontrar algo para eso,
I should concentrate on
Vale, que todavía no puedo salir. Encender una cerilla. Igual me he pasado algo, no sé. O igual ahora que tengo luz, pues puedo ver alguna cosa que antes no podía. Esa es la puerta del vagón. Vale. Ahí hay algo. Pequeña botella oscura.
Carling Black Label, a British beer. No good. Insufficient alcohol content. For practical purposes, I mean, not for drinking.
Vale, intento coger la cerveza, pero dice que tiene suficiente alcohol.
Whiskey, scotch, rum, liqueurs. Enough to entertain everyone on the train all the way from Paris to Istanbul.
Vale, coger una botella de alcohol. Vale, pues con esto ya podré encender la antorcha, supongo.
High proof rum. Could be useful.
Y queda una cosa ahí.
Champagne. The finest. Maybe
Champagne.
we'll open a bottle if we get out of the tunnel alive. Until then, though, it's no use to me.
Vale, dice que quizás habrá una botella luego si consiguen salir del túnel, pero que ahora mismo no le es útil. Vamos.
Rum from Austria. Believe it or not, it's 80% alcohol by volume. There's no way anyone would drink it straight.
Dice que tiene un 80% de alcohol la botella esa. Vale, pues voy a intentar embadurnar eso, la botella, eso, digo, el paño este con eso, con el alcohol.
That should do it. Can't really say the fabric was eager to soak up the rum. I, on the other hand, soaked up enough in my fingers to smell like a drunk.
Vale, pues ya está. Y ahora tengo que combinar esto con el palo ese de la silla. Vale, voy a encender una cerilla y voy a intentar encenderlo.
The alcohol burns with a dim blue flame. It doesn't shed enough light and will probably burn out in a few seconds.
Bueno, dice que el alcohol
Won't solve my lack of light. I'll have to try something else.
dice que el alcohol eso se quema con una llama azul muy tenue que no ofrece suficiente luz y que además que tiene pinta de que se acabaría muy rápido. Vale, que tengo el bol este. Voy a intentar combinarla hacer combinar el alcohol con el bol y luego igual así me hago una especie de antorcha con el propio bol, vamos. Vale.
I've filled the bowl about a third of the way with rum. Phew, strong stuff. I shouldn't be wasteful. One Just as I expected, the alcohol burns with an almost invisible flame.
Vale.
The flame is hot, but it's no use as a light source.
Dice que la llama está caliente, pero que no me sirve tampoco como esto, como
The flame is hot, but
fuente de luz. Pues vale. Bueno, voy a intentar combinar el palo con eso. A ver si lo quema.
it's taking too long. Time is running out.
Le dice que le cuesta, que lleva demasiado tiempo y que se está acabando. Bueno, pues voy a hacer de nuevo la antorcha y voy a intentar, en vez de encenderla con la cerilla, voy a intentar encenderla con eso.
The alcohol on the curtain burns just as darkly as in the bowl. It's no help.
Nada, dice lo mismo, que el alcohol de la antorcha que se quema de forma tan oscura como la del bol. O sea, necesito igual impregnarlo con alguna otra cosa. Me falta algún componente o algo. Por este que bueno, no había nada más. Voy a ver fuera a ver si me he dejado algo. Vale, es que aquí solo tengo eso. O no puedo hacer más que volver al vagón. O bajarme del tren. Y aquí está lo del enganche, sin más. Que no puedes enganchar porque no tengo luz, o sea...
I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had enough light to see what I'm doing. I can feel cold metal and a screw thread, and a lot of grease. But I can't do more without light.
Vale. Ha dicho que nota que está caliente y un montón de grasa. Igual puedo mezclar eso con el paño.
I'll smear some grease on the curtain.
Sí. Vale, pues ya está. Ahora
I'm sure I could uncouple the car if I only had...
Ahora voy a intentar, no hay nada más por aquí, voy a intentar eso. Hacer de nuevo la antorcha, esta vez con la grasa y el alcohol debería prender, digo yo. Porque vamos, no hay nada más, no hay... Tampoco es que sea un escenario muy grande como para haberme pasado nada por alto. No hay muchas opciones, vamos. Vale. Bueno, por fin.
I'm the god of fire.
Soy el dios del fuego, dice. Por fin. Bueno, pues voy a ir a desenganchar el vagón. Ahora por lo menos veo algo, porque antes no se veía una mierda. Ni con la cerilla esa.
That's better now. Incredibly basic mechanism. The kind that lasts forever. A lever on a pressure sleeve running along a thread. Aha! I can uncouple it with this lever. Okay. Good. The coupling isn't under tension anymore. I should be able to uncouple it now.
Vale, dice que ahora no está... Al mover esa palanca ya no está en tensión y que ahora puedo eso, desengancharlo.
There we go. Time to get out of here.
Listen, everybody! Listen! Robert, what's the situation?
Yeah, I couldn't find the engineer, so I got in the driver's cab myself and released the brake.
All right. Good job. You too. Listen, please.
Matty! Where's Matt? Where's my son?
Relax, madame. I'm sure...
Help! Matty! No!
Tiene pena que siendo usted el más panegas sea quien tenga que salvar quien haya llegado antes a salvar.
Matt, where are you? Oh.
Bueno, antes que nada voy a salir fuera. Bueno, y otra cosa, voy a grabar. Y voy a salir fuera a ver si tengo
Jumping
algo para
off is
coger.
not an option. We're going much too fast.
Vale. Nada, que no... Dice que no es una opción saltar del tren porque vamos demasiado rápido.
Matt, are you there? Nothing. The engine and the coal tender are burning stronger and hotter. The airflow is feeding the flames. I have to decouple the wagons immediately. Sooner or later, the engine will be blown apart.
Vale, dice que tengo que...
The boiler is under extreme pressure and there's nobody to control it. It's all up to me.
Eso, que la caldera de la... va a explotar y que tengo que desenganchar los vagones cuanto antes.
The boiler is under
Que está bajo mucha presión. Ahí está el niño, lo estoy viendo desde aquí.
Matt? What on earth are you doing there? What were you thinking? Come out of there.
Is he gone?
Is who gone?
The man!
Le puedo preguntar que qué está haciendo él en el tren, que imagino que será el niño, o... Lo de qué hombre me interesa más.
What man?
There was a man. He was coughing.
One of the passengers?
I think he came down from the roof.
Ha dicho que había un hombre y que le pregunto que si era uno de los pasajeros y ha dicho que cree que ha bajado por el tejado.
What are you doing on the train anyway? Why didn't you wait in the tunnel with the other passengers?
I wanted to get my pistol.
Your pistol?
If there's so many cops and thieves and explosions and everything, then I need a pistol too.
Makes sense. All right. First, I'll stop the train, and then we'll have a chat, okay? You want to come out? Good idea. You stay put.
Le he preguntado que qué hace en el tren y ha dicho que había vuelto a por su pistola.
Matt saw something. It could prove to be very useful. But if I don't stop the train soon, I won't be able to use that information in this lifetime. Hold tight, Matt. Damn, that makes things extremely complicated. The emergency brake either was damaged in the explosion or was sabotaged. But whatever, it's not working. I think I should try to uncouple the locomotive. I mean, how else can I stop the train?
Ha dicho que, bueno, eso era el freno de emergencia y eso, que no funciona, que la explosión ha debido de dañarlo. Y que tengo que, eso, que desenganchar la locomotora, porque de hecho eso, ha dicho antes que cuando ha mirado por la ventana que se ve el fuego y eso como que va a explotar. ¿Qué es esto?
I suppose this handbag belongs to Miss Miller, Matt's mother. Lady Westmacott's bag is probably smaller and more expensive.
Vale, es un bolso y dice que probablemente será la de la madre del niño.
Aha.
La pistola de madera del niño. De Matt.
Matt hasn't grasped the gravity of the situation yet, which is good, as I can't take care of him and the train.
Bueno, voy a intentar darle la pistola.
Matt's wooden pistol. I better confiscate it. Matt saw something, but if I... Matt, look.
Thanks.
Cover me, okay?
No problem.
Matt hasn't grasped the gravity...
Vale, no me dice nada.
Matt, but if I don't stop the...
Vale. No me dice nada nuevo. Ahí hay como una cosa tirada en el suelo. No.
Can't get in. I presume the Baroness's luggage toppled over and is blocking the door.
Vale, dice que no puede entrar, que imagina que el equipaje de la baronesa está, eso, bloqueando la puerta.
These compartments are like little hotel rooms. You could spend days or even weeks in here quite happily.
Yo quiero que las cabinas estas son como habitaciones de hotel.
The tanks don't seem to be damaged. The water is still running. When the high and mighty travel, they travel in style.
Bueno, ha dicho que eso, que funcionan los grifos, que los tanques de agua no deben estar dañados.
What have you got yourself into? Couldn't you have just let it be? But no, of course not. And now you're here, on an out-of-control train in the Alps, responsible for the life of a child who'll be doomed without you. What are you waiting for, eh? Time to save the day.
Vale, está hablando consigo mismo.
The situation isn't that desperate. A large, soft towel, very comfortable. I'll wrap it around my neck to keep my hands free.
Vale. Voy a intentar mojar la toalla.
It's soaking up the cold water. The towel is soaked, it's cold, it's heavy, and the water is slowly running down my back. I hope it's worth it.
Me imagino que la tendré que pasar por una zona de fuego o algo así.
Professor Lucien's suitcase. Unlike the leather bag, he left it behind when he fled the train with the other passengers. I don't think there's anything interesting in it. Whatever the professor is hiding from me, it's in his leather bag.
Vale, que es la maleta del profesor y que no creo que haya nada útil, que lo que sea que... Si tiene algo que era útil, seguramente lo lleve en la maleta de piel, o la bolsa de piel que se ha llevado con él. Bueno, aquí creo que no hay nada más, pues nada. Este es el vagón donde estaba el violinista.
An axe is for emergencies. If this isn't an emergency, I don't know what is.
Vale, un hacha de emergencia. Ya he dicho que si esto no es una emergencia, que no sé lo que será una emergencia.
You can hardly see out of the window because of the smoke. I don't know how much coal is burning on the tender up there, but it must be tons. I can't do anything about the fire.
Ha dicho que no se puede ver nada a causa del humo y que no sabe cuánto carbón estará quemándose ahí delante, pero que deben ser toneladas.
A steam locomotive is controlled chaos. Fire, hot steam, enormous pressure, all kept in check by tons of steel. A runaway steam locomotive is a bomb waiting to explode.
Vale, una locomotora en llamas es una bomba esperando explotar.
This door leads to the tender. It will be uncomfortable, no doubt, but I don't think that the flames are directly behind the door. I suppose there's a relatively safe space in the lee of the tender where one could stay a little while. If the emergency brake doesn't work, I'll have to try something else. Here goes. Ouch! Hot!
Vale. Voy a usar la toalla con eso.
Locked.
Aquí está cerrada, vale. Perfecto.
Okay? We'll do it the hard way. The axe works perfectly as a wedge, but it might be useful out here as well.
Vale, ha dicho que puede ser el hacha puede ser muy útil aquí.
Ah, the coupling. It looks just like the one on the freight car. That means that first I have to turn that thing there. That keeps it under tension.
Dice que es exactamente igual que el otro que hemos soltado antes. El enganche este, y que eso quiere decir que primero hay que mover la palanca.
Ah, that means... It's not working. Even if I could reach the lever with my hands, I wouldn't have the strength to move it.
Que no alcanza, y aunque alcanzase que no tendría la fuerza de moverlo.
The axe works perfectly as a wedge, but it might be useful out here. That should do the trick. The coupling won't release because it's under too much tension. The engine is pulling the cars and its full force is acting on the coupling. It's just a hook, but it won't budge like that.
Vale, que hay demasiada presión. Pues nada, con el hacha.
That's not just smoke. I can actually taste lumps of ash. It's time for my deputy sheriff's story. I uncoupled the locomotive at full speed. Not bad, eh?
Do you think we'll get in trouble?
Because of the locomotive? I don't think so. It was pretty old already. Come out so we can have a chat. I checked the entire train. There's no one on it except for us. What an adventure.
Oh, yeah.
Tell me, what did you see on the train?
Well, it was like this. I wanted to get my pistol.
Le está preguntando qué vio en el tren. Seguro que el botón es ese extraño que vimos al final. Yo creo que el mayordomo fuese al final el tío que ha robado eso. Para mí que fuese el camarero ese o el revisor ese, pero seguro que no era el revisor, seguro que era otro tío disfrazado de revisor.
Achoo!
Pues está muy oscuro, no se veía nada.
And then?
When the guy was gone, I got up and banged on the window. I wanted to get out of there. But then I thought, what if the guy can hear me from the next car? So I got scared, and I hid again.
You did well.
Vale. Me puedo preguntar, ¿realmente hubo un hombre o...? Y sobre. Vale.
Are you sure it was a man?
Yeah, very sure. What else could he be?
A woman?
Heh, no. Girls can't be thieves. Girls are always honest.
If only you knew.
Ha dicho eso, que si realmente era un hombre, que ha dicho, ¿qué más podía ser? El otro ha dicho, podía ser una mujer. Y el niño ha dicho, no puede ser porque siempre son honestas. Y el otro ha dicho, si tú supieses.
Did you recognize the man? Have you met him before?
I don't think so.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
No. It was very dark and I was hiding.
Was he a tall man or a short man?
Just a man. I think he was a bad man.
Why do you think that?
He was sneaking around, even though everybody else was outside in the tunnel.
Maybe he just wanted to get his wooden pistol.
Oh, man.
Vale, que no reconoció quién era y tampoco lo podría reconocer si lo viese de nuevo porque estaba muy oscuro.
The envelope that the man lost, where is it?
I thought it might be important.
I think we should have a look. Some cash. An Italian passport. Blank. Very interesting. And here, a ticket for
the cruise!
what?
The tickets we have for the big ship from Venice to Cairo look exactly the same.
Interesting. May I keep it?
What do you want to do with it?
Take a vacation.
Vale, que eso contenía dos entradas para un crucero.